Hello, this is Synosis, and this is episode 9 of the Grinspot video. We're gonna continue on here. But yeah, we're gonna continue on here with the trying to get to the Temple of Ancients and stuff like that. So yeah. The thing is, of course, it's gonna get pretty interesting once we're done. Once we do the Temple of Ancients grind and stuff like that, because yeah. As I said, the goal is going to be to reach level, or not level 99 technically, but basically it's either you reach level 99 or with the character group or on all the characters that you have. Now, of course, the early grinds are better before you have like all the characters, because then all the another character that you recruit will be different, and stuff like that. Så ja. Så protein kommer att besinna liksom. They have very delicious sparkling Celsius, by the way. One of my favorite flavors of the sparkling. It's mango and it's like a lemonade. So it's like citrus fruit or lemons basically. The funny thing is, of course, lime is the green one, of course, and lemons are the yellow one. And lemons are called citron here in Sweden, so yeah. It's really, really like refreshing, and mango together with that works so well. I don't like eating mango normally. I mean, a mango can kind of be okay, but Sephiroth. Is this scene right? Sephiroth is horrible. And this scene, the first time you saw this, except it didn't have the weird audio bug back in the day. But keep in mind, of course, that old televisions didn't sound so very different. So maybe that's why you couldn't hear that, And I know that there are, guess what is funny, when Final Fantasy VII happened, there were people that used to love Final Fantasy VI so much, they were like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII is bad, Sephiroth is just such a bad villain, oh, Kefka is so much better. It's like, Kefka has the whole Joker persona, yes, like Kefka is powerful, Kefka becomes God. But other than that, like, the thing is that Kefka physically is not threatening, yes, his magic is threatening, but it's not to use Sephiroth's like magic that is threatening, it's like his whole like weapon and stuff that, And the weird thing is, of course, that Sephiroth thinks that he was made in use of tank, right, instead of the fact that he was actually from a boom itself, and stuff like that. And the thing is, Sephiroth probably wouldn't have gone crazy if Hojo would have said like, oh yeah, I'm your dad, and like your mother is crazy and stuff like that, The fact that Vincent even knows that, and stuff like that, yeah. I suppose that we are pretty close to getting the Chrono Trigger remake now. The question is, are they gonna do it in 3D graphics? Because like if it has voice acting, for example, like they can do Chrono Trigger right, because you can do good combat system, because I would say that Chrono Cross actually had like really good combat system. Like I loved Chrono Cross. And I mean, Chrono Cross has so many characters, you cannot recruit all the characters during a single run, which is absolutely pretty silly. And stuff that the Chrono Cross did some like really unique things and stuff that with its combat system and stuff that. But I think that made me stop playing it is that I lost some really good gear in that when you do the new Game Plus thing or whatever, right? And it felt so weird, like oh, if you try to carry certain weapons over, and then if you equip them too early in the run, then those pieces of equipment just disappear. And then it just feels like really, really bad, right? Because, you know, because the thing is meant to be that, oh, you're supposed to be able to fight the final boss like way, way earlier and stuff like that because of the really, really good gear that you have, you know, stuff that, you know. That gives you positive points for Barrett, of course. And of course, Tifa knows that he is lying, of course, because, you know. No. Can't reach it. Now you have the Pottermans with you, right? Yeah, type. With the metal staff. Let's keep her steel then. Also, all three characters have steel. Submit to Rod, keep Peacemaker, sell 3 ethers. Because Mega Elixir isn't worth selling. Okay, PSS. Cannonball. Mr. Police. Mr. Crow. Let's save. So not at 2 hours yet. Even. We go for Chocobo lördag is the question. Do the dance, no. Chocobo's gonna dance. Chocobo's gonna dance for you. Cause Chocobo's gonna dance. Chocobo's gonna dance for you. Chocobo's gonna dance. Chocobo's gonna dance. They do that dance that tells you to go fuck your Biden. You fuck your Biden. You fuck your Biden. Review. Vote Trump. Hell yeah, you gotta vote Trump. I think it's not that much, right, for Chocolate. Give me one, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's only 2,000 gig, right? Yeah. I mean, it is worth it just because of the 1+ luck alone that it gives. Okay, so. Okay. I mean, technically you could survive bait at this point, but we're not using tranquilizers, so you know. That's really gonna be the thing that I'm gonna try to do this without using tranquilizers. Yeah. Yeah, running at 3 times speed here is pretty hard when you do that, you know. I wanna do it with 3 times speed, that's the whole thing, right? That's the whole point, to do this at the 3 times speed. Where is it currently? Maybe we go near the edge, maybe then. It will easy every time. Okay. The Mitral Mine. Ethers, tent, long range. There's an absolute cracked materia. And then mine source. Elixir, potion. I can just use mine source and gold. Going to be doing Fort Condor, even though getting the Medicom would be nice. We can skip that because it is viable later on. Rest of that as well. Why is this town so run down? So sell assault gun, sell metal knuckles, sell tent. Elixir is not worth anything. Sell high potion. Sell Ethan, Elixir is not worth anything. Good. Yeah, Tranquilus Silent Bible here. No. Let's see first. Hey, Mr. Dolphin, my name is Priscilla. Now you say, oh, you guys, are you remember such a rank? I don't believe you get out of here. No, Mr. Be careful, Mr. Dolphin. Whoa! Cross lanes. Shameless, by the way. Nu så är det break and swing hela jag. He's change. I know you can wait here. You don't need to run action here. Släffen. Yes. Right, that's not so dramatic. Yo, why aren't you killing the thing? Why didn't it destroy the bubble there? I used several spells in the bubble there, but the bubble did not get destroyed. That was weird. That must have been bugged or something like that. Acting clinical. Nice. Yeah, but I was bugged there because you clearly saw me hitting with a spell several times there. So that, yeah, how is you want to have on Clodo? Inspire resisting percent. Very nice. You've done so much for appreciate. Very nice. And this is basically close-up consciousness, so it's technically over. The fact that she gives you Shiva is pretty crazy, actually. Just think about it, how personal it is. You get... So here's interesting, right? Chocobo you get from the Chocobos themselves, meaning that the Chocobos wants to protect the world. Shiva you get from a little girl that you save from death. Which has interesting lore implication that maybe she's a god in disguise or something like that, you know. The next one is Ifrit, of course, and Ifrit technically you get Ifrit from, you know, a birth. This is also very, very interesting as well. But how much I know that. I think they can keep those materials actually and stuff that because, you know, because of several different reasons. We do not get the power suspensions, no, we do not. Wait a minute. Sure. One, and then there's the again, boom, and then you get on the top. And then you get to see the epic high one with TV Claude. Look at that size. That's absolutely crazy. The funny thing is that the bridge is so low down on the ship. But yeah, it is very, very crazy, right? To just be like bit of it and stuff. That's yeah. And there you have the Glinkas. That's yeah. So the next Grinspot, of course, after Temple of Ancient is going to be a bit annoying, right? Because how far into the game do you go for like Grinspots? Yeah, press XK. Because from my understanding, what you want to do is spam it somehow, or whatever it is. That you should use hold the walk button instead. And then you have the Unicannon, which is absolutely fucking massive. Oh, sorry, the sister rails already is the text on it there, stuff like that. And then the highway is not very big in comparison at all, it's, you can see the town there with the little lights, below there, something like. No, fuck your bide. Alright, first. Got a grenade at least. Alright, now you try it. And the funny thing is that these are the same guys that you meet later on the submarine and stuff like that, right? Which, we need the one seal, I think. And one revive. Interesting. Who's got these weapons? Answer that, so. Yeah, do we have tranquilizers now, but we're not going to. And then the skill. Mine source, 135 soldier, luck source. Power source, guard source. Right underwater submarine that can underwater make a reactor. That's when you already can find out about it, so you already know where it is. This one. Imagine if that could have been an optional boss fight or a hidden boss fight if they do some special version of this game at some point, power source, guard source, mine source, black source. Så de ställer man för så det är fuck your Bible. Anyone in? Yes. Speed source. I believe this is used the same shop as Calm here. Yeah. Except it also sends the material clip if you somehow miss it for whatever reason. Let's see if we can do it in 3 times speed. I want to get the one for 60 by the way. So I only need 60 points. That should be enough. We have HP plus material, let's use some rod. Are wearing Shinra uniforms. Yes sir, all material. It really all the parts here. Cellular ether, nice. That is the same serious best part of the series, best game ever. Okay. Actually, let's put them all in the back row, actually. Long range these VHP class, we cover what's the best type material though? Highest one, yeah, and then restore. And I give you sense and we give you steel as well. What's that fire though? Right, yeah. Silver, sockermog, another steel, giving steel, non material, non material, gets lightning, gets ice. I think that's fine. Okay, so 2 hours in on the file. About the cargo ship already. And it's not the furthest because you know, right. And then you do that thing later on, of course. You get the wind slash, which of course is a double growth weapon. But we're not doing this, of course, where we're not doing the thing where, you know, where we do the thing here. Stay with the laser. Let's see, we walk on the boss though. I don't think it did anything. So come on. Yes, no. Frost slash. It keeps missing the stop, nice. See, we do have an elixir in emergency and a mega elixir as well. Flip fan. Come on, damn it. Cross flank. Got the car gain, very nice. So technically, if you bring Barrett here and you answer him, then you gain positive points, I think. So yeah, we get the white cape from that boss, and we also get the fit material course. Move on. Arrange. You can actually sell the white cape, by the way. So yeah, you have to think about the fact that you win all both gives you E-Frit and stuff, that's right, you know. But why the hell does you need a tiny bronco and stuff, that right? Like they do have the helicopter and stuff, that I can understand that maybe they all want helipads everywhere so you cannot land everywhere with the helicopter and stuff that, which is true, right? Because, you know, I think because of the soul. It's 300,000 gil, yeah, we need to do that. So the arrange, yes sir. More drive and power source. Just power source control. I would love to fix the music. Hello. There we go. Music down. Right, so cell firing, cell white cape, and platinum bangle is good because it's double slot, so this is across 3 slots, but so 3 or 4 slots. I think it's gonna be enough because I don't think you will get forced to use Barrett or Thief at any point, I don't think. Two omelets. Really like this style. We'll have everything. That is to actually mean that he actually enjoys having it. He's been like, oh man, this actually looks good. Not a bad view. Oh, you look. It would be fun if they actually made a parody movie of Final Fantasy VII and then they have Hideo Kojima be Ho-Ho or something like that. Would actually be funny. Because I think he would actually be able to pull that off actually. And then she would be there now. Wordy question mark. And that actually gives you negative points with Tifa, I think, you know. Right, and let's actually rest now here. And that will be wise actually. You can hear the wave in the background, which is a nice touch to this scene. Okay, and we equip Tifa with Tifa gets a motor drive. I think we can run with them in front row. Right there. So 4 slots, I mean, if all you're after is more materia slots, then 4 slots ain't bad actually at all. Oh, is it Coral area nice? Massive reactor. Stop it. W machine gun. W machine gun. And then we need to go to the left. Such stuff. Alright, we could have actually bought Kate's it instead to that Grinspot actually. Ett glass, chokladbollar and cover. In the store. And fire. Put on all there. Sense. Steel. Long range, effektiva sockermag. Ice, lightning, rough. Yeah. 60 every time that. Phoenix Downs. Tent, mine souls, power souls. Right, mine souls, power souls. And it's how expensive it's 4-steel here, I forgot. What's the price on the 4-steel gonna be? Sell 10, the weight is not worth anything. Sell 10 Phoenix Downs. Sell meteor claw, sell cannonball, sell full metal staff, and sell stop pennant. And we get the 4-steel for 2,200. Nice. I think we do this already now. Always used to be a coal mining town. Because imagine what if there will be more prequels, like you playing, for example, as Okay, we're getting pretty close now, all things considered, you know, and stuff that, you know. We're gonna be able to get Katie here as well. Well, not move out of the for Katie. And of course, we're not going to be getting Yuffie or Vincent either and stuff like that. So yeah, I completely forgot about Katie, the character. So that, which is a bit weird, you know. Because Katie, being Katie at the Temple of Ancient is way better than being Red 13, but it's just that Red 13 you get him early enough for him to still be able to become kind of strong from kinds of fights. And yes, because Red 13 gets to do the Sinner headquarters fight, and then you get to use him in the boss fight against the Mortal Ball. He's also with you in the elevator boss fights as well. You know. Let's have fun. Or in the funny mood. Whisper, whisper, you don't think that's normal. Whisper, no, 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 no. I think it's man. Rolling. Keyboard works. Bulky, bulky box. Bulky, 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 bulky box. Bulky, bulky box. Bulky, bulky box. Bulky, bulky box. That's loud, okay. Jag brought down the volume. Ja, jag minskade ju. Fine, you stupid peep. Peep. It's a bit odd, like one should have been enough there, you know, and stuff there too. Increase the volume and stuff that, you know. And that's the same that what Wedge dressed up as. It's a bit funny, you know. Because this is the guy you actually trade with also, by the way. Where is it? Battle, right? Like, holy shit, man. What's going on in this town? And that's Kate's it that lures you into this trouble actually here. And stuff that because you could have actually talked your way out of that situation, but it's because of Kate's it that you know, that you look suspicious. And what Kate's it is actually doing is buying time for Shinra. It's actually the instruction here and stuff that, like, you know. Because he knows that Biggie doesn't actually kill people and stuff that, you know, because, you know. But who the heck escaped? Because how does Dine actually escape? Can Dine use like Black use go to the, you know, other place? Yeah. He gets smoked. Blah blah blah. That's his line. And Dine got the same operation, but on the side. They burnt Corel, and that Corel is supposed to be the one that became the desert city now, the desert prison. Okay. It's only really the material you equip on him will matter for that fight, so you harvest. And then we just save here now. That's pretty far progress, I would say, all things considered. That's pretty that's a pretty lengthy progress there so far. Because of the correct prison, of course, you could go back to Unum already and do the grind there, but we don't because it's the temporal instant grind. So of the correct prison, of course, you go to Gongaga, you do all that stuff. You go into like KVG and you do all that stuff, and you can just kill him with an explosion instead of the boss. But so really, this not gonna lie. Hope you all enjoyed this clip. I will not upload until tomorrow, basically. And so that and the video that I have uploaded, hopefully I did call that the correct part. And so that, but yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed this and stuff that, and we will continue on this tomorrow and stuff that, and hopefully get into Temple of Intense, right? It is going to be curious though which place is going to be the first one that can reach level 99 without reaching the maximum hours and stuff that, I would guess maybe already there are some places that could do that, and stuff that, right, Resident though is any of the places inside mid good enough, right, and stuff that, or is it gonna require, but I see on next time.